This is exactly right.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. By now, you've probably heard of Reef. They've been making iconic sandals forever.
But what you might not know is that they also make ridiculously comfortable everyday shoes.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
I feel like so often you have to sacrifice cuteness for comfort, which is so annoying because I want both all the time. Everything has to be cute, but also I'm old and I want comfortable shoes. So I feel like the Neptunes are the perfect answer to that.
Yeah, I love how cushy they are. They're like, they go with everything. They're really cute, but your feet are like on little clouds.
Check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.
If you're thinking about your bra all day, you're probably wearing the wrong bra.
Your bra should clock in, do its job, and clock out.
That's where Honey Love comes in.
Honey Love is an independent, female-founded brand with products designed by women who actually wear them.
Honey Love recently launched their new crossover contour bra, which features their best-selling wireless crossover bra design, plus built-in molded light foam pads for extra support and a beautifully contoured shape.
And Honey Love is now offering a crossover triple bra bundle. You can get huge savings by buying 3 at once.
But Honey Love doesn't just make bras and shapewear. They built a full line of tanks, bodysuits, and underwear with supportive structure, smoothing fabrics, and premium finishes.
Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market.
Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honey Love at honeylove.com/MFM.
That's honeylove.com/MFM.
After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honey Love.
Goodbye.
Hello and welcome
to my favorite murder,
the Minisode.
That's right.
We tell you your stories. Jinx.
The Jinx, and we're doing it on camera for the fan cult.
For the holidays.
For the holiday fan cult. I look like Dennis the Menace in this shirt.
And I look like a vampire in the summertime. Because I am a vampire in the summertime. Want me to go first?
Sure.
We're just going to kick it right into high gear. One of our favorite topics, lost and found real pirates treasure. And then it says photo included. Hello, MFM crew. I know how much Karen and Georgia love found treasure stories, so I wanted to share my treasure story involving real-life pirates, a murder, and treasure. I'll make this as short as possible. Let's get into it. Let me take you back to Newport, Rhode Island, circa the early 1700s. The way the story goes is that my grandfather's grandfather, I'm going to call him Gigi Grandpa, was living on a small coastal farm with his parents and was tending to the farm solo while his family was in town for the day. He was maybe 8 years old.
That tracks so far?
Handle all this livestock, you dumb little asshole.
BRB. Don't smoke all my cigars.
BRB, don't get bubonic plague. So it said he was maybe 8 years old, basically an adult in the 1700s. While Gigi Grandpa was tending to the animals, a large and beat-up ship anchored off the coast, and a small rowboat of tattered, sea-worn men came to shore.
Damn.
And then in parentheses, it says in all caps, pirates.
Pirates.
Out of fear, Gigi Grandpa ran into the house to hide, but watched the men through the window. It seemed as if they were burying a body near the coastline, perhaps one of their own men or maybe a murder. We'll never know for sure. Once they finished, they pillaged the garden for food and stole a couple animals, and one of the pirates headed towards the house to see if anyone was home. Upon entering, he found Gigi Grandpa cowering in a corner, 8-year-old Gigi grandpa cowering a corner and took pity on him as the pirate was barely older than Gigi grandpa himself.
Oh my God.
So the 12-year-old pirate comes up and finds the 8-year-old.
Take Gigi grandpa with you and have adventures in the sea.
It truly, every 8-year-old boy's fantasy come to life.
Absolutely.
Except for that, I think most 8-year-olds are like, I don't want a 12-year-old. Let's get someone that's at least in high school,
Right.
if not older, as a pirate. So upon entering, he found Gigi grandpa cowering in a corner and took pity on him as the pirate was barely older than him. As a gesture of thanks, the pirate handed him a scrimshaw ring with a portrait of a woman inscribed on the face, and the pirates took off, not to be seen again. The ring was passed down in my family through each generation, and the story came with it. There's actually a picture book written about this story with help from my grandparents called The Scrimshaw Ring. You can probably find it on Amazon. That is until the early aughts when the ring seemed to have disappeared. It disappeared around the same time my grandfather passed, and my family chose to believe that he took it with him. My family was pretty devastated over the loss of the ring and its history, but the story lived on, often retold at the holidays and get-togethers when reminiscing on my late grandfather. However, about 5 years ago, the ring turned up again, nearly 20 years after it was lost.
Wow.
My grandmother was moving out of the house she shared with my grandfather, and while going through 55 years of stuff that had accumulated in the house, she found the ring stuck in the back of a drawer in my grandfather's study.
Yes.
A picture of the ring was sent out through our group chats, and this seemed almost unreal to me, as my sisters and I had never actually seen the ring or even a picture of it before.
Oh my God.
We weren't 100% convinced it even existed, but it did. It's an incredible ring carved entirely out of scrimshaw with a carving of a woman's portrait on the face. The ring is also tiny. It doesn't even fit over the knuckle of my pinky. So the pirate was either really, really young, or people in the 1700s had baby hands. I've attached pictures of the ring to this email.
Yay.
Sorry, they're not great. My grandmother took them. Hey, look at this.
Oh my God. It's so haunted and it's like so beautiful. I've never seen anything like that.
I know, right? It's very different and cool.
There's like a really ornate frame and then almost like a pencil drawing looking thing of a lady that kind of looks like olive oil from Popeye.
It's that look that was hot in the 1700s, and it's back now, which is middle part slicked down.
Yeah. Little
shiny
bow lips.
Yeah.
Thin eyebrows.
And this part is bone. That's what the scrimshaw
shit. That's what
thing
scrimshaw
means.
is?
It's like carved bone, I
didn't know what
guess.
scrimshaw was. I know scrimshaw Pilsner. That's as far as my knowledge of what scrimshaw is.
Yeah, that was actually Alejandra left me a note at the top of the email that said she looked it up because she needed to know too. And it's jewelry made out of ivory or bone with engravings or carvings.
Wow. That's so cool.
Thanks, you guys, for all you do. You've been keeping me company on my road trips for years, and I'm so grateful for the attention you shine on mental health, safety, and minority issues. I always learn something new when I listen to you. Stay sexy and don't let 55 years of shit pile up in your house, or you might lose something important. Emmy, she, her.
Wow. Oh, that is treasure times 2.
Also in such the perfectly missing spot.
Yeah, like not a big deal. Like you could have looked there. It's like not impossible.
But behind a drawer is... It's
behind
like
a drawer?
One of behind a drawer.
Oh, I was thinking the back of a drawer. Oh my gosh.
So, and this is the reason I believe this, because I just saw a TikTok this morning where a woman goes, I just picked up this dresser on the side of the road, and it's this super old looking dresser. And she goes, and one of the drawers wouldn't close. So I looked behind it. She pulls out this little ring box that has fucking like 3 diamond rings in it.
Oh my God.
Which is like full TikTok treasure. That's why I'm picturing that this was a similar thing where it somehow falls behind the drawer.
That makes total sense. I can see. Yeah, always check behind your drawers. Oh my God. That is amazing.
If a drawer doesn't close all the way, treasure.
That is unbelievable. I love it. Okay, let's do a great grandfather's suspicious death and obituary.
Perfect.
Here we go. Hey, 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 I think this will be the one. Yay.
You're right.
You're right. My great aunt Anne, who is still with us at 97 and sharp as a tack, loves to tell the story about her grandfather Hugh Devlin, who died in a suspicious manner. His obituary lays it all out well. And the headline of the obituary is, mistook poison for cold cure. He's dead.
Oh, wow.
Saving on words there.
What newspaper was that in?
I don't know. The local one.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Wow.
And then the obituary reads, Hugh Devlin, a plasterer living in Washington Avenue, Dunton, died yesterday from the effects of carbolic acid, which he had taken by mistake.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. Devlin had been suffering from a cold for several days, and Friday night he got out of bed to take a dose of medicine. This is his obituary. There were 2 bottles on the shelf, and one contained carbolic acid. Devlin got hold of it and swallowed a quantity of the poison. A doctor was called, but although everything was done for him, Devlin died. And then it says suspicious, right? My great aunt Anne, that's hard to say, believes strongly that her grandmother Agnes, quote, helped him along.
Oh.
That's all for now. Keep doing the awesome work you do, John.
If I'm not mistaken, and I think I'm getting this from like Miss Marple, carbolic acid eats you up inside.
Yeah. Why would it be next to the cold medicine?
Right. It would not.
No.
But if why would it be? It's almost like, are the bottles the same?
Yes, they're probably the same, because that happens and you're like, oh, this is, foot cream and it's in the same thing as whatever cream. But who keeps carbolic acid in their medicine cabinet or wherever, next to the medicine? You know what I mean?
Or even on the nightstand, which means someone else put it there.
Grandmother Agnes.
I think that's the Agatha Christie story I'm thinking of. Wow. Damn. He's dead.
He's dead. In case you didn't know.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Okay, listen to this. This is almost like breaking news.
Okay.
But for me personally, but the headline is almost drove into Highway 1 Big Sur sinkhole.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Dearest MFM Posse, I was driving on Highway 1 headed south from Monterey to my home in Big Sur, California. And then in parentheses it says, yes, people live here. It had been raining heavily on and off, and it was the day before Easter. Anticipating a shit show of tourist traffic on Highway 1, I was prepared for a slow and leisurely ride with lots of deep breaths to give me patience. As I crossed one bridge and was headed towards another, I saw a car ahead of me swerve suddenly to the left. I was thinking they were avoiding a puddle, a big dark puddle from the rain. My internal conversation was congratulating myself on having a Toyota truck that I could drive through puddles. As I got close, I realized it was not a puddle, but an open abyss directly down to the beach hundreds of feet below.
Oh my God, you could see the beach. Holy shit.
Yeah. I swerved and missed going into it by a foot. Oh! I immediately put on my hazards and was shocked as cars continued to drive around casually in both directions. I stopped and did my damnedest to dissuade people from continuing to drive, all the while still stunned that I didn't go into this abyss myself. After a few minutes, people started to get the clue. There was no cell service where I was, so I jetted ahead to where I could call 911, which apparently another local resident had just done. Within 30 minutes, Highway 1 was closed in both directions. And since there was already an existing closure another 30 miles south, around 1,500 people ended up being trapped in Big Sur overnight. Some sleeping in their cars, some in makeshift shelters at our state park and lodges. I'm still absolutely astounded that no one drove into it, including myself. In Big Sur, we are used to road closures happening, most often landslides coming down and covering Highway 1, but this was unlike anything many of us had seen. Just a giant chunk of Highway 1 falling out in the middle of the day. The next day, they were eventually able to caravan the visitors out. For the next 5 weeks, residents and essential workers were able to go through an early morning or evening convoy.
Wow.
So you had to wait. If you had to go anywhere, you had to wait and go at a certain time of day. Our Big Sur community is used to having all sorts of natural disasters coming our way, but this was an unusual one, and it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. Lucky for me, I was coming home with a big haul of groceries and able to hunker down comfortably in Big Sur. Thanks for all you do. Day one listener here and a live show enthusiast. Love, Alicia.
Wow, Alicia. I want to move to Big Sur, please. Immediately.
Oh, it's so gorgeous there.
Yeah.
It's wildly
wild.
It's wildly wild. It's tiny. It's all forest. It's like people just choose to go live in the forest, basically.
I don't want that part.
But then you come upon those like little inns and stuff. Oh my God.
So cute.
Gorgeous.
Okay, my next one's called Stranger on a Plane. Hi, everyone. I've been meaning to write in this hometown for about 5 years and finally sat down to do it. It has many things you love. 90s kids, dads putting their children in dangerous situations, stranger danger, and a glitch in the matrix. Let's get into it.
Perfect.
I know. It was the summer of 1996, and I was 10 years old. I'm an only child and lived with my family in Syracuse, New York, and wanted to visit my grandmother down in Florida. My parents couldn't take the time off work for an extended vacation, so they decided to send me down on my own. My dad was an air traffic controller and was able to fly for free on standby, so he had the great idea to fly me down, have lunch with his mom, and then fly back. On the way back, the plan was the same. My dad flew down, had lunch with his mother and I, and we planned to board my flight. Unfortunately, my dad was bumped from the return flight home, and they could not move my seat to the other flight going to Syracuse. I'm sure he went through 100 scenarios before making a decision, but in hindsight, I really think we could have just waited a day. Instead, my dad put me on the plane by myself, checked that I knew where I was to go, and told me to tell anyone that asked that I was 14, as that was the youngest age children could fly by themselves without prearrangements.
Wait, how old are they actually?
10. But no, wait, there's more. There were many problems with this situation. First, I did not have a direct flight. Instead, I had a 2 to 3 hour layover in Philadelphia.
No.
One of the biggest and busiest airports in the country.
I just did a 3-hour layover at Denver, and I was scared the whole time, and I'm 54. So a 10-year-old making that happen and making sure they go to the right place, holy shit.
It gets worse.
Oh.
I would have to transfer planes and find my gate all by myself. Second, there was no way anyone could possibly mistake me for being a 14-year-old. At the time, I was about 4 feet tall and looked 7 years old at best. It says I still get carded on the regular despite me being in my late 30s. Lastly, Dad was so nervous he didn't phone my mom and boarded a flight that would arrive in Syracuse about 30 minutes after mine if all went according to plan. So there I was, armed with my backpack full of Goosebump books and a bag with my bowling ball, which my grandmother had insisted I bring since she was involved with multiple bowling leagues, and headed on a connecting flight.
What?
It's like there. It's like they just keep adding like or Impractical Jokers or something. Like you have to do it with a bowling ball, you know?
It's a game show. It's a game show.
Can you do it with a bowling ball?
And can you do it on an uneven surface over a pool?
Right.
It's like turns into Wipeout.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
I studied the Philly airport map while on the plane, boarded a tram to get to my next gate. That's the other thing.
I had to do that.
There was a fucking tram.
Yeah, they had to connect terminals, not just walk down to it's not a counting down of numbers.
No. And I'm sure she was so nervous about them knowing that she was under 14 that she didn't ask for help from anyone. You know what I mean?
No, everyone is dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're trying to trick people, but not really.
But if you hadn't scared her, it's kind of, oh my God, parents. Okay. And made my way through the airport all by myself. I pretended to know exactly what I was doing, and not one person stopped the tiny 10-year-old girl carrying a bowling ball through the airport all alone.
No.
When I got to my gate, I was so pleased with myself. I cracked open a book and waited for my plane. That's when I noticed an older man staring at me. I kept telling myself that it was okay. I was near the flight attendants manning the gate station, but this man would not stop staring at me. Mine and my dad's worst fears were coming true, but I managed to get on the plane and felt like I was home free. That's when this man sat in the aisle next to me. I pointedly ignored him and only looked at him in my peripheral vision for the next 10 to 15 minutes. All of a sudden, he leans over and says, "Erica, is that you?" Properly freaked out, I finally looked at him fully and realized I was looking at one of my dad's coworkers from the tower. He had been staring at me trying to figure out why my dad's kid was alone in the Philadelphia airport and was making sure I was 100% the kid he thought I was before talking to me. He was someone I'd actually met a few times, and he kept me company when we arrived at Syracuse until my dad got there.
Oh,
I know. He's like, I'm just going to have a seat here with you for the time.
Yeah, that's a really good turn.
Yes.
Because, oh my God.
Yeah. I can't imagine how scared my dad was that day. This was definitely before cell phones, and there was no way to check in with me as I waited for my next flight. When we got in the car, he took me to Borders to bribe me with a couple CDs of my choice and later some ice cream in hopes that I wouldn't tell my mom what happened.
Yep.
That lasted about 5 minutes until he broke down and told her everything, and I got to keep my new Smash Mouth and Sugar Ray CDs. Says, the 90s.
Yeah.
As a middle school teacher, I sometimes think of the story and wonder how my sixth graders would fare in the same situation. I know I'd be terrified, and they're not even my own kids. My dad has always said that airports are some of the safest places in the country, and he still stands by that today.
He better.
I think that makes sense. He better. Yeah, don't let that go.
I mean, what if he was like, actually, we've seen some pretty bad numbers. There's a lot of kidnappings in airports.
Yeah.
Like, you just did it, sir.
Yeah.
You rolled those dice.
You sure did. We were able to laugh at the situation now and marvel at the fact that one of my dad's coworkers happened to be riding the same flight as his daughter was stuck on by herself. I'm still super proud of myself for being able to navigate that situation without completely freaking out.
You should be.
Hell yeah. And there is like this thing today about kids who no kid is going to have that opportunity these days.
Right.
And there is that confidence of being alone that you get as a kid that you need as you grow older, right? A little too much sometimes for us back then.
It can be too much. If you know when to pull the ripcord and run, and basically like if she stayed there long enough and that guy continued to stare at her.
Yeah.
She probably at this point would know if she already was sitting next to the people that worked at the gate.
Yeah.
It's like go over behind the gate.
Totally. Or go tell someone.
But at the same time, it's like, she got herself on that tram.
Dude.
She got herself from A to B or B to A.
Yeah.
Nailed it with a bowling ball.
Hold on. There's one last part. It says, it closes. Anyway, stay sexy and maybe don't send your 10-year-olds to airports by themselves. Sincerely, Erica, she, her. P.S. My bowling ball cracked on the way home. Apparently they don't do well with the air pressure and you're supposed to package them a specific way. That means I lugged a broken bowling ball all the way through that damn airport with my tiny arms for no reason.
Grandma, we could have rented one.
Erica, I know, right? Erica, great job.
Erica, amazing story. Grandma, that's why they have bowling alleys. So you don't have to bring your own.
Exactly.
That's the whole idea.
Exactly.
They're so heavy. But I also I thought of one other thing. Oh, as you were telling that story, I was like, before you gave the actual data that airports are safe, I was like, but actually people have to pay to be in airports. So you already have a kind of audience that had to pay to get there.
Right. And I think everyone knows you're being filmed and watched the entire time you're there. Like there's
they have your name in every way.
Right. The security is pretty tight. So it is pretty safe, I think.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs. So, of course, I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye. Here's my lastie. The time that my mom didn't get hired at Radio Shack because she failed a lie detector test. And then it says in parentheses, trying this again 2 years later, which I interpret as in the most irritated font imaginable. Okay. It says, hello to Paul Holes and memories of Steven's mustache. And then in parentheses, it says TM. Get it, like the trademark symbol, but I'm too old to figure out how to put that into an email.
Aw.
Just explain it then. So I know you haven't asked for stories about Radio Shack, but I thought this was something you would be interested in.
Definitely.
For sure. In about 1975, my mom applied for a job at Radio Shack. She was about 20 or 21. And at the time, Radio Shack required their potential employees to take a lie detector test, which seems odd to me, but hey, it was the 70s. My mom agreed to this, thinking it would be easy as she was not a hardened criminal. As you know, you can only answer lie detector test questions with a yes or no answer. You can't give any explanations. So they start the interview starting with basic questions, the usual, what is your name, how old are you, etc. And then they ask her if she's ever stolen anything. My mother's heart rate increases greatly as she says, yes, she did steal some peanuts once when she was a little girl. From who?
Peanuts.
An elephant?
Yeah.
Where'd you get you walk by an open barrel of peanuts and just stuck your hand in?
Listen, I was at the circus. I was coming back from the bathroom. There was a barrel full of peanuts.
I was really drunk. Please forgive me. She silently panicked and ultimately answered no, which did show up as, in fact, being a lie.
Sure, peanuts.
This paired with her being asked if she's ever done drugs, she had indulged in the devil's lettuce from time to time, caused her ultimately to fail the lie detector test.
Oh my
Needless
God.
to say, my mom did not get the job. She went on to have a wonderful 40-year career as an English teacher. So take that, Radio Shack. Sending love to you both. Stay sexy and maybe don't lie about stealing peanuts when you were a child. The signature is Kelsey from San Francisco.
I love it. Wow.
And then it says, P.S. Karen, I was staying with my parents in Petaluma over the weekend and we went to Petaluma's famous butter and egg parade. It says egg and butter parade, but I'm sorry to tell you, it's the butter and eggs day parade.
Butter first.
Yes, always. We all had the time of our lives and we couldn't decide on if the best part was a mini horse dressed like a cow pulling a person in a cart dressed like a chicken or the tiny dog with an even tinier toy cowboy strapped to his back.
Oh my God. Take me there.
Butter and Eggs Day is, I mean, it's been going on, I think, since the late 80s. And it is the most classic small town parade. And I'm pretty sure I've told you this already, but when Nora was little, Nora loved a parade when she was little. It was like her favorite thing. So my sister and my dad would take her to any and everything that was like big bands, sit on the sidewalk, people march by. It's like, that's Nora in her prime.
That's adorable.
But my dad would do this thing. I went once and he sits there and does running commentary and like criticism of the parade where he's like, anyone can walk in this thing. I could get up right now and go just follow behind the 4-H club. Like he was just
talking shit on the side of a parade. That needs to be a fucking TV show immediately.
Really pretty epic. Pretty epic.
All right, here's my last one.
Okay.
It's called My Dog Ran Away and Got a Job, photo included.
Oh.
Hello, Karen, Georgia, and everyone else. I've lost track of what you've asked for regarding hometown, so I'm assuming it's an everything goes situation at this point. Correct.
Fully. Yeah.
My family has a small Australian shepherd named Monty. He's not particularly smart, but he's cute.
Monty's the best fucking name for a dog.
So good. Classic.
So good.
We like to say that he's too dumb to live, too hot to die, kind of a himbo of a dog. I love that, like, him being stupid and pretty is like part of the family conversation.
Yeah, he's a member of the family and he has a personality and a lifestyle just like everybody else.
Here's what he's like.
Yeah.
One day, Monty was hanging out with my dad in the garage with the door open, and my mother turns on the built-in vacuum cleaner in the house. Ooh.
Fancy.
The actual mechanism for the suction is in the garage, and the sudden loud noise spooked him, and he bolted. My father, probably underneath a vehicle at the time, didn't notice until Monty was long gone. The garage backs out into an alley with homes and some businesses, and after running up and down it while calling his name, my father proceeded to knock on some doors to check backyards and such. Eventually, he got to the dental clinic right across the alley from our house. When he walked inside to ask if they'd seen a loose dog, the staff immediately stated that yes, they had seen a dog. It would have been hard to miss a dog running through their side door, down the hallways, and jumping right into the lap of a patient in a chair waiting to see the dentist.
Oh,
Good boy.
a dream come true.
I know, right? You're just like sitting there nervous about getting your teeth done, and then this like fucking gorgeous, stupid dog jumps in your lap. Thank you.
Yes,
It's
God.
like, God. My dad apologized as they went and retrieved Monty from the back, but apparently it was no problem. The staff and the patients were all cooing and cuddling with Monty before attempting to contact the owner and were loving his presence. They asked my father to drop Monty off whenever he wanted so that he could visit and help with any patients who had anxiety.
Oh.
Now, a couple times a week, we will just walk Monty over, open the side door, and drop him off for his, quote, shift at the dentist office. You're crying already. I love it. I absolutely love your podcast and all that you do, and I've included a picture of Monty in a dentist chair because I know you'd appreciate it. Stay sexy and don't turn down a dog job, Georgia. And my mother, Karen.
What? Oh, my God. Let's see that picture.
We'll put both of these pictures of the ring and the dog on our Instagram account, so make sure to check that out if you feel like it.
Yeah. And that's our personal Instagram accounts. We're just posting other people's pictures like they're our own. Oh, I knew he looked like that.
He's a poopy little thing. He's so cute.
He looks like he's like a long-haired, collie-ish, Australian shepherdish.
But small.
Oh, he's a little guy.
He's so sweet. Good
He
boy.
could just be right on. He would take up your whole lap.
Yeah, but not on, like, not too much. It wouldn't be like comical. It'd just be like just enough to make you feel calmer when you're getting your frickin' teeth done.
So Monty basically, heard a loud noise, got freaked out, whatever, and then was like, I'm nervous. Now I'm going to go find my people.
Yeah.
And we can all help each other not be scared.
Oh my God. He was like, I'm going to find someone else who's nervous and we can help each other. And he like jumped. Whoever's lap he jumped into has to be like the luckiest person on the planet. Like, I hope they know they're blessed. Hashtag blessed. Like, there's something special about them.
I hope they know they're blessed. I hope we all know we're blessed. I mean, yeah, you would feel super.
Yes.
That's like we were at dinner one night and a little girl came up to the window next to the table where we were sitting inside. They were outside and she came up and stuck her foot on the windowsill and goes, do you like my shoes?
Oh my God.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah. When children and animals like you, it's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Something's right with your vibes.
Finally, something's right with my vibes.
Hey, write us your stories at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Yeah. Tell us about your vibes.
Yeah. We want to hear about your vibes. Tell us vibe stories, like vibe check stories, right? Where you're like, I knew this person sucked, or I knew they were amazing, or someone knew your vibes were good, or whatever it is, vibe stories, right?
Yeah. Try to keep it positive in these trying times.
Sure.
And also stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at My Favorite Murder and on Twitter at My Fave Murder. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. Our prestige salon quality hair color delivers gorgeous, multi-dimensional color and 100% gray coverage. Color at home or visit one of our 95 plus hair color bars nationwide and let our licensed pros do it for you. Visit madison-reed.com and use code podcast20 for 20% off your first order or service. Confident, bold, unstoppable. That's the power of Madison Reed.
The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Hey.